Salutations, Internet! Welcome back to Wombat Gaming. I'm Wombat. We're playing one of my favorite games of all time, Darkest Dungeon. And let's watch the intro cinematic.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
God, I love this game. Alright, so I'm going to be playing on the hardest difficulty. Hi, Neil. Nice to see you. Oh, that's not the difficulty I meant to pick. Hang on. Blood Moon, please. Darkest Wombat. I know the music is pretty loud in the cinematics, but it's supposed to be.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
All right. I'm glad that you like the art style. Me too. It's one of my favorite parts about the game. The gameplay of this game is very unforgiving, so I have to be very careful because I'm on the hardest difficulty, and if I screw up too many times, the game will end on me, and I'd have to start again. Yes, I already know how to play. So, we have got our first two folks. I think I'm going to quickly set some sound down. The SFX. Okay, those levels look a little bit better. All right, so we've got Renaud the Crusader and Dismiss the Highwayman. Neil or Libra, would either of you like to be renamed as either of these characters? We will get more later. And if there is a different gender you would prefer, we will get different gendered characters as well. But I'll give you the option now. Neil, do you want a sword or do you want a gun and a dagger? The one with the sword. Okay. And do you want me to put Trombone Hero or Neil? I'm leaning towards Trombone Hero, but it's up to you. Alright, cool. Well, in that case, Libra, if you are alright with this, you will be our highwayman.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Alright, so this is just the first little tutorial. Our heroes have their HP and they also have their stress. So if your stress reaches 100, you have a panic attack, and you either develop a virtue or you develop an affliction. My goal is to make it so that that doesn't happen, and also so that your HP doesn't go down.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
So this is turn-based. Whoever goes first is determined by speed. Loopy Libra, you have a quirk that increases your speed, so your speed is 7. You can see it down here in the corner next to chat. Whereas Trombone Hero's speed is only 1, so he's going to go last most of the time. Yeah, because this Brigand's speed is 3. You can see... I can't really hover over it, but you can see his stats in the bottom right there. And then you have abilities that you can use based on where the enemy is and where you are standing. So you can see, like, underneath in the details here, there's those white dots and there's those red dots. So the white dots are where you are standing in the order, and the red dots are where the enemy is standing. So we're going to go ahead and Open Vein, which will deal 15% less of your damage, so 15% of 4 to 8, and it will also cause them to bleed. And he has already crit us. Things are not going well.
Fear.
So that gives us less bleed resistance. He currently also has less bleed resistance. And Neil, I'm just going to have you smite. Bam!
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And we get some loot. I don't want to interact with that. No, thank you. Interacting with this will immediately make one of us stressed. I don't want to do that. This is the hardest difficulty, so doing something unnecessary that is bad, not do it. No. No do.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Alright. So, Libra, now I can shoot the guy in the back if I want with your pistol shot. I can also use tracking shot. We can only use this once per combat, I believe. And it increases your damage, accuracy, and crit chance for the rest of combat. So I'm going to do that. Renault can... Or, excuse me, Trombone Hero. I'm very used to these first two guys, Dismiss and Renault, original names. Trombone Hero, you can be a tank. We can give you some protection. Or you might be able to stun this guy. He's got a stun resistance of 50. This has a 100% chance, so there's a 50% chance of stunning him. That would be pretty good if we managed it. I'm going to try. Nope, he resisted. He's going to point blank shot. Oh, but you dodged out of the way. Good work, Trombone Hero. Alright, so our accuracy and our damage is up, so we have an 84% chance of hitting this guy. Let's see. Nice. Alright, but your dodge has been reduced, Trombone Hero. Which one is Libra? Libra is our highwayman right here. He resisted the stun again. That's no good. Oh no, Libra, you're bleeding. Alright, will Grape Shot Blast kill this guy? There's a chance. I would rather go for the higher chance to hit, though. Nice. Nice crit. Good job, Libra.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, we will stunning blow this guy once again. One of these times it's gotta work. Nope. You're bleeding even more, Libra. Hold it together. Make him bleed in return. Alright, now he's bleeding. He's gonna take 2 damage every turn. Neil, I need you to actually succeed at stunning this guy. There you go. You did it. Alright, Libra, we gotta kill this guy before you bleed to death.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened
Excellent.
blade.
So we have gotten some gems, which are worth money, as well as some... I think I refer to these as ancestor tokens or something? You use these once you reach the hamlet, which will be right after we finish this short intro. You use these to upgrade the town. And yes, we have completed the quest, so we can return to town. Hang on. There's a chest here. I believe this chest is trapped, and there's nothing we could do about it. So I don't really want to trigger it. But I think it's okay if I do. It doesn't cause stress, and we're about to leave, so it doesn't matter. So, Trombone Hero is going to check the Bandit's Trapped chest. It's trapped! And you have become blighted, which means you take 2 damage every 3 rounds, but we're returning, so it doesn't matter. Alright, that first quest just gave us a blanket 5,000 gold, and then we also got 1,385 with these. You are both now a level 1 as opposed to level 0. And Trombone Hero got the Hot to Trot quirk, which means you're much better on the first round of combat. How can he get unblighted? There are cures that you can buy and use during the mission, but if you return to town, all of the bleeds and debuffs and blights, stuff like that, will go away when you return to town.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Alright. So this guy right here, he's the caretaker of the hamlet. He's been here the whole time. He's not talking to us. That voice that you're hearing is the voice of my ancestor, who started this whole mess. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do...
Women and men,
is
soldiers
recruit.
and outlaws, fools and corpses.
So we now have
all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
A Vestal. I don't believe I can read about what they are yet. And we also have a Plague Doctor. Both of these are female characters. These are not very good. Let's look at the stats that we currently have. So, Trombone Hero. You are a Warrior of the Light. You deal more damage if our torch level is above 75. And you're Hot to Trot, so you are much better on the first round of combat. However, you are also God-fearing, which means if you want to get stress relief, you have to pray. And you're also a kleptomaniac, which means sometimes when I'm looting things out in the field, you will just take them, and I can't use them. I don't like that one. We're gonna get you fixed, Neil. We're gonna cure your kleptomania. And Loopy Libra, you have a hard noggin, so you're better at resisting stun effects. And you also have quick reflexes, so you will usually be the first one to move on combat. That's very good. But you're also a known cheat, which means you're not allowed to gamble when you're in town. Whereas, so the Vestal is like the holy cleric. She's the healer. She's quite a good healer. She can heal the entire group or just one person, as long as she's standing in the back. She also carries a mace and has a holy book. She has an ability that reduces the dodge of enemies, so if there's a very hard-to-hit enemy, that's useful. She also has Hand of Light, which is also a ranged ability, but she can only use it if she's in the front 2 spots, and we're not gonna do that. She also happens to be an Eagle Eye, so crit chance of her ranged skills, both of these happen to be ranged skills, is increased. That's pretty good. But she's a germaphobe, which means if an enemy is blighted, she has less chance of hitting it. That does not work very well, because we're going to be inflicting blight upon enemies. And this poor Vestal also has imposter syndrome. Consumed by thoughts of inadequacy. I don't remember what that means, what that does. Something happens as a result. And then we have the Plague Doctor. The Plague Doctor inflicts blight upon enemies, with Noxious Blast to one enemy, or Plague Grenade to the 2 back enemies, as well as Blinding Gas, which is an AoE stun to the back 2 enemies. That one's pretty good. And Disorienting Blast, which will shuffle the order that the enemy is in, and also clear away the corpses that might be clogging up the battlefield. Unfortunately, this Plague Doctor has some really bad quirks. So you're antsy, so you get stress when you're just hanging out in town if I don't take you on a mission. And the Yips, which means you just have a blanket -5 to your accuracy. That's horrible. You are a Ruins Tactician, so if you go to the area called the Ruins, you deal more damage. Montana Dancer, do you want to be the imposter syndrome germaphobe healer? Or do you want to be the... I guess the Yips is kind of like, gosh, what is it? What's the syndrome where you say things and you don't mean it? Tourette's. So do you want to be the Plague Doctor with Tourette's who's antsy? Or do you want to be the germaphobe with imposter syndrome? I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to keep either of these two, but if I remove someone that already has a name of someone in chat, we will move them to a different person. No, that won't matter. Just make this one choice for me. Plague Doctor with the Yips. Yes, that is correct. Alright. Montana Dancer is the Plague Doctor. Alright. Now let's discuss our hamlet. So there's the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
You can see I have a limit, 16 deaths. If I lose more than that, my game ends. There's the Nomad Wagon.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
So from here, I can purchase trinkets, which are equipment that I can give to people. I'm not going to spend any money on trinkets right now. I can also spend the crests that I have to upgrade town buildings. I'm not going to upgrade her. Not important right now. She also shares a slot with the jeweler. There was a comet that crashed, bringing with it a creature from beyond the stars, which allows me to purchase these sorts of things. I'm not going to worry about that right now either. And then we have...
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
The, like, statue in the middle where we can check out our memoirs. So there's the prologue stuff that we've already seen. And then there was the stagecoach where you hire new recruits. I could upgrade my stagecoach immediately just to increase the number of available heroes. That seems wise to me, just so that I have the...
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain
the
of the
recruits I
damned.
need to make things work out. Alright, now we will embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So our first mission is going into the ruins, and we are just going to be exploring as much as we can. We'll be rewarded with some money, some crests, and a dodge stone. I don't believe... Yes, I do not have any trinkets to give to people. Alright. So we're going to have the Plague Doctor in the back. So Montana Dancer's in the back. And the unnamed Vestal will be in the middle here. And let us go.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Alright. On a short mission, I need to have at least 4 food, because at some point the party will get hungry and need to eat. If they don't eat, they gain stress and they lose health. I will need some torches, so that we do not travel in the dark. I would like to bring a key to open any locked chests I find. This should be good enough. I'm gonna bring another 4 food, and we will now explore. My first expedition into the ruins of my ancestry. Alright, so our goal is to explore 90% of the rooms, and we will just move forward. Alright, we have found a torch. That's convenient. Now, there is a small amount of incentive to not have a brightly lit torch. You will find more treasure if it's dark. I guess the idea is with less light, it makes it easier to see the glinting of baubles in the darkness or something. But really, it just means the enemies are harder, which means you can get more treasure. Alright, Libra's going first as usual. Just do a nice shot. Whoop-pow. And Montana Dancer, let's do a noxious blast.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So when an enemy dies, they put down a corpse. Corpses take up a slot on the battlefield, and they will eventually disappear on their own. But some abilities can only be used on enemies in a certain slot. No one is injured right now, so we will have the Vestal use Illumination. Now, this is an ability that just increases our torch level by 5 anyway, so that's a nice passive. Trombone Hero has been slapped. Now, if I want to continue increasing our torch, this Bulwark of Faith ability will also increase our torch up, so I don't have to spend one. I'm not going to worry about that, though.
Executed with impunity.
A slap with your mighty claymore. There is an unlocked strong box. Let's check what's in it. We got a shovel. We can use shovels to clear away debris That's good. If you don't have a shovel and you run into debris, you have to spend time, health, and stress in order to... Oh, what do you know? We found some debris. I'm glad we found a shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright, the torch is going down. You can see now it says plus loot there. But it also, in the red, extra stress, extra monster accuracy and damage, extra monster crits, and we are more likely to be surprised. So, it's a double-edged sword for sure. Alright. This enemy here, the Acolyte, she specializes in doing stressful incantations on the party. So that's not good. I don't want that. Her speed is 7. That speed is 7. Alright, so she's going to go next. I definitely cannot kill her before her ability goes off. I could stun her, though. Probably a better idea to just apply Blight to this Bone Soldier. He has a small amount of protection, which means he will take less full-out damage. But if we Blight him, he'll take plenty. Nice job. Neil, you dodged. Excellent. Alright, now I would like to reduce the dodge of an enemy. If I do this... Good. She is much easier to hit. Which means, Libra, you have an 85% chance of hitting her. Or we could go with Grape Shot Blast and hit all 3 of them for a small amount of damage. I'd really like to get rid of her before she can cast anything else, so we're just going to focus. Alright, we can Zealous Accusation, which will hit these front 2. I only need to do a little bit of damage to the Bone Soldier, because he's taking 5 Blight his next turn. So, Zealous Accusation. Oh, that killed him anyway.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
She tried to push again. She managed to do it, but you resisted the actual push. That is excellent. Let's just kill this guy so he's done with.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Fire!
All.
Alright, and it looks like the Vestal will have to finish her off. I could heal Trombone Hero. However, I want to make sure I kill this Acolyte before she can stress us out.
Give them no quarter.
Alright. I want to try and keep the light above 25, so I'll use a torch whenever it falls that low. Doesn't really matter which way we go. Uh-oh, Neil, you're stealing from the party. You stole a skeleton key and 4 crests. That is unhelpful. You should feel ashamed. Uh-oh, we were surprised. Which means the order of our group is not good. Alright. I would like to try and get rid of the Acolyte. Montana Dancer, you have to move to the back because you literally cannot use your abilities in this location. So here's the incantation, the stressful incantation. It applies 23 stress. Remember, if you get to 100, that's real bad. Now we can Hand of Light, or we could do a better chance of making it so that she doesn't dodge. I'm shaming him. Force is beyond his control. And now the Vestal is bleeding. Once again, we have to just do a move, since we were surprised at the start of combat. That is bad. Another stressful incantation. Montana Dancer is getting stressed out. Let us do a Noxious Blast on the Bone Soldier. And we will shoot the Acolyte, but miss! Oh dear. Things are going poorly. Let's get rid of this soldier before he can do too much more. Alright, he's attacking Trombone Hero. You take 8. That is a hefty blow. Now we can try and just have you do straight up damage to the Brawler. Or we could have you try and stun the Brawler. Nope, he resisted. I would really like this Acolyte to not be allowed to go next turn. Stunned, good. Alright, Libra. I think you've got a 70% chance of killing her. Excellent crit.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
So whenever someone crits, they get a buff on themselves, and their stress is cured somewhat. Smite!
A death by inches.
Alright, we will blast. Move forward. Alright, we gotta kill this guy. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
We got
killer.
an item called the Blood. That will be useful later. We won't worry about it now. We also got some extra food. Everyone is somewhat injured. We do have a bit of food, so we will use that. We will use our skeleton key on the heirloom chest to get extra
Handsome
loot.
reward for a task well performed.
And continue our journey. Oh, there was a trap.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Things are not going excellently. Alright, that room was empty. Now, in order to explore 90% of the rooms, we have to explore these, at least 2 more of these. But if you go here, I'd have to backtrack, right? And backtracking takes extra time and inflicts stress upon the party, because they feel like they're not making progress.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We have just gotten a bunch of food, so I can safely feed everybody to heal them up. But you can only eat so much before your character is full. So Trombone Hero has eaten as much as he can, but his health is still only at 14. Alright, here we go. Now, the entire party has to eat 4, which is why you bring food in the first place. We've used up all of our torches. There's nothing in this room, and now we will move on to the last room. Oh no! Well, that is unfortunate. There's rubble in our way, so we'll have to clear it by hand because we're out of shovels.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
Which means all of
an
you get stressed,
indefatigable
the torch
purpose.
goes down, and you all lose a little bit of health. That's horrible. Alright. There's a bunch of enemies. This guy here, the Bone Courtier, he will throw his goblet at us and inflict stress upon us. The Arbalist, he just shoots. And this Defender here, he's got 25% protection, so he takes less damage. And I believe he will stun people. I think this fight's going to go on long enough. It's smart for Libra to use their tracking shot to increase their chance at hitting and their damage. There's that horrible goblet. 19 stress. Let's do some illuminating on this guy. Make him easier to hit. Or not. He dodged. And a quarrel. Oh, Libra, you've been crit. Oh, dear. But Montana Dancer has applied Blight to the back row. Alright. Let's see if Trombone Hero can just destroy this Bone Soldier. Oh yeah, big crit. Oh, Libra!
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Libra, you're at 0! So, when one of you reaches 0, that inflicts a bunch of stress, and you also are now at death's door, which means you have a chance of any further damage you take killing you. You have a 67% resistance to death blows, so there is a 33% chance that you will die every time you take damage from now on. You also got moved, which I believe means that we cannot heal you with our Vestal. I might be wrong, though. Alright, that guy is gonna die. Let's just apply Noxious there. He is blighted. Alright, don't you kill Libra. Alright, not shooting at Libra, good.
Injury and despondence.
So
set the stage for heroism.
I can heal the whole party, which will place Libra off of Death's Door. So there you go. Now you're at Death's Door recovery, so you're still worse off, but you're not instantly going to die if you get slapped. Neil can just chop away. Get hit by an axe blade. Alright, Libra, take your revenge upon this Bone Arbalist. Alright, all of them are blighted. They should die now. We'll do another heal for good measure. And Montana Dancer... Oh, you don't get the killing blow. In that case, Neil gets the killing blow. Trombone Hero, with a vicious smite with your claymore. Down goes the enemies.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We will check this heirloom chest. Nobody died. That would have been a very horrible beginning to this playthrough if someone died on the first actual mission. Alright. Trombone Hero has gotten a new quirk. It's a bad one. You now have more stress if the torch is below 26%. That's honestly not too bad. But you're also an explorer, so you have a chance of scouting when we're exploring in the Cove, which is a different area. And then let's see what the Vestal got. Irrepressible. Ooh, that's really good. A plus 5% virtue chance. So virtue is the good result on the dice roll when they gain 100 stress. And then Montana Dancer, you have gained automatonophobia, which means you're afraid of people, I guess. So if a human enemy inflicts stress upon you, you gain 20% extra stress. That's not very good. Yeah, there's good quirks.
The tents are pitched. Banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready. The circus has come to town.
I don't believe... Can I enter the Butcher's Circus? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't own that DLC. I'm surprised that that is enabled. We won't worry about that. Okay. So there are also severe negative quirks. So, Loopy Libra, you are a solidified known cheat. So the chances of removing this quirk have been drastically reduced. Let's see new characters we've got. I will accept everybody right now. There is no detrimental effect to
those with
firing
a keen
somebody.
Eye, Gold gleams like a dagger's point.
So we've got a grave robber. So you can throw daggers and hit stuff with a pickaxe. She has a weak grip, which means her melee skills have less crit chance. She's also a witness, so she will not take part in prayer activity after certain traumatic events. But she's thick-blooded, so she's resistant to blight, and she's a cove scrounger. That's honestly not that good. And she doesn't appear to have too many good abilities. We've got a second Crusader. This one... nothing special. And then we've got a Jester. A gifted Jester, so he receives extra healing. And he's enlightened, so he will only meditate. So the Jester has his sickle and dagger, and he also has his trusty lute. The Jester is one of the few... the funny, informative animal video guy. Z Frank? I don't agree. I don't agree that he sounds like Z Frank. The Jester can reduce the stress of the party, so he's a pretty useful character. He can also buff the party, just with his battle ballad. He's a bard. Okay. Not terribly useful, though. And
Fresh
then we've got
kegs,
our stress relief.
cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So there is a tavern here in the darkest Wombat estate. So we can have people drink, we can have people gamble, we can have people enjoy the pleasures of the flesh at the brothel. However, currently the caretaker is enjoying the pleasures of the flesh, so there's no room for anyone else. Obviously, Libra cannot gamble. Security's watching. No thanks, he can't do it. I will increase the stress recovery of the bar with my ancestor monies. Heirlooms, that's what they're called. They're called heirlooms. Anyone who's stress, like, I will use Trombone Hero in the next fight. I'll have to use the Vestal, because she's the only one that can heal. But I'm not going to use Libra in the next fight. So Libra, you can go drink at the bar. We'll reduce the cost of drinking at the bar.
All manner of diversion and dalliance.
And then there's
await
also
those
the
who
church,
cross the threshold
the
with
abbey
coin in
of the
hand.
darkest Wombat estate.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
Where we can have Montana Dancer
A man in a robe,
gain some
claiming
peace through
communion
meditation.
with the divine. Madness.
And we've also unlocked the farmstead. We're not going there. Nuh-uh. Too difficult right now. We will return to the ruins, and we will see what we can get. Bloody Dice, which allows the Jester to inflict more bleeds. Just the Bleed Amulet in general, which makes you less resistant to Blight, but more resistance to Bleed. The Chirurgeon's Charm. That's pretty dang good. Increase to healing skills. Or the Poisoned Herb, which can only be used by Plague Doctors, and it gives them an increase in Blight skill, but less max HP. I think we will do the goal of exploring with the Chirurgeon's Charm. We will have the Jester there, and I guess we will bring along the Gravedigger. I'm going to rename the Jester to Azok. Let's rename the Grave Robber to Vizini. I'm just looking at my followers, and we'll rename the Vestal to... We'll have the Vestal be Terra. Gary isn't here, so I can't name anyone after him. Alright, so this is a long mission, which means we need extra food in order to make camp. So we're going to bring an entire stack of food. We're going to bring a skeleton key. We're going to bring 8 torches. That should be enough. I think. This could go poorly. Maybe I'm not provisioning enough. Oh, and we got that dodge stone. We will give the dodge stone to Neil so that he can dodge more often. It does reduce your speed, but your speed was already 1, so I don't really care if you're slow, because you're going to go last anyway.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Alright, we managed to scout. There is... Can we... Okay. There is no reason to go this way. There's only a trap and a minor treasure chest, so we will go forward. There is a confession booth. I think there can be secret compartments in these. Nope. Holy water? The ritual relieves the hero. Alright, so we can... That can be used to reduce stress if you use holy water there. And obviously, we come across
Even
some
the
rubble.
cold
Use the shovel.
stone seems bent on preventing passage.
We'll keep our torch level high. And we will continue exploring. Found a pack with some loot.
Finding the stuff
It's
is
got a
only
journal
the first
page.
test. Now it must be carried home.
The Journal of Darius the Highwayman, 1 of 6. Day 1. Rare are travelers on the roads this autumn, and rather than starve, I pressed my last coin into the hand of one who dealt in rumors and shadows. Ravens carried cryptic notes that there was a person or persons who was pledging coin for services best left unmentioned in a hamlet I had never heard of. I am packing to leave immediately. So that is a journal from a highwayman that has come to this hamlet before. Bunch of enemies. Alright. Time to play some inspiring tunes. And we will throw a dagger or a pick to the face. Pick to the face is armor piercing. Or we could throw daggers at the arbalists. I think we will do armor piercing. There's a quarrel being fired at Portera. And Azok is getting shot at. Alright, well. Right now, unfortunately, all the Vestal can do, all Terra can do is heal. Because those are the only skills that she knows. Alright, time for Trombone Hero to shine. Quite literally. Alright, Vizzini takes damage. Trombone Hero takes damage. We'll do a quick kick to the face there.
Continue the onslaught.
A quarrel is being fired at Azok. A quarrel is being fired at Vizzini. We will play an inspiring tune for Trombone Hero to reduce stress. And we will do a group heal.
A momentary abatement.
Slap!
Another one falls.
Alright, there are corpses in the way, which means we just have to throw. Oh, a vicious crit from Vizzini! Oh, and a vicious crit in return!
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Let's play another inspiring tune for Trombone Hero. Reduce that stress. Alright. Trombone Hero, it is time for you to mark yourself, making it more likely for enemies to attack you. And in return, also increase your protection by 20%. We'll do a big ol' heal on Vizzini because she was crit. Now this fight is lasting rather long, and there is a chance enemies will find us if we're here for too long.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Vizzini has cleared that enemy. We will continue to reduce stress. We will do another heal.
Soothed. Sedated.
And we will clear out these corpses so that we can move this arbalist forward. Throw the dagger. Another inspiring tune. Azok will inspire himself. Another quarrel fired. Vizzini dodges. Another heal. Vizzini's healed. Another accusations against the corpses. Alright, Vizzini. Take him out with a pickaxe. We'll do a group heal this time. And we'll have... Well, I was going to say we'll have Azok take him out, but the damage with his scythe is not very good. We'll do another soothing rendition for Trombone Hero. Trombone Hero. Take him out! That is a dodge. Great. Round 7. Vizzini, please. Alright.
As the fiend
The
falls,
fight ended before any further
faint hope
reinforcements could arrive,
blossoms.
so that is very good. That was almost bad.
Be wary. Triumphant
An
pride
unlocked strong
precipitates
box.
a dizzying fall.
With some deeds, scriven records of the land granted to me. Alright, we will continue forward. That was actually a very good fight. We got a lot of stress reduction instead of stress gain. And Terra dodged out of the way of the trap, so that is also good. An unburned torch. We will leave the light at that for now. No enemies here. So we need to explore 90% of the rooms, and there are 4, 8, 10, 14 rooms. And I believe it rounds up, which means we need to find either 12 or 13 of the rooms. We have already left one over there, so we need to try and be as thorough as possible for the rest of the rooms. Trombone Hero, you stepped on a trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Alright. There is an Iron Maiden. I believe medicinal herbs are the item to use here. Yes, cleanses it so that you
Glittering
can
gold, trinkets
get
and
the treasure
baubles,
unharmed.
paid for in blood.
We will torch up. Found some enemies. Oh, they surprised us. Our torch was high. That is not good. Well, let's get rid of the acolyte. That didn't work. Alright, Terra is bleeding. She's also going to be stressed. Terra's almost fully stressed. Alright, we will move the Jester all the way to the back. To help move Trombone Hero forward. My hero is bleeding. I'm not going to use the bandage right now. That can be used for more severe bleeds. And I don't want to move her too far back. Let's use Illumination. Dang it. Alright, we'll move Trombone Hero forward. An axe. Ooh, a nasty crit. Terra is. Her resolve is tested. She's hopeless. Oh no, our first affliction.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope.
She says,
at
why
all.
does everyone hate me? Alright, so she is afflicted, which means this particular affliction reduces her accuracy by 5, her max HP by 10%, and her speed by 3, as well as many of her resistances have been reduced by 15% because she feels hopeless in this situation.
The blood quickens.
An eldritch push, but resisted. But you do bleed. Okay. Should we buff the party to gain speed, accuracy, and crit? That seems wise.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Alright. The Acolyte's chances of dodging have been reduced. Good. Terra is not looking so hot now. For that matter, neither is Trombone Hero. If we use a torch, we could increase the light level, which I believe makes you deal more damage. Yeah, you deal more damage if the torch is high. We could smite the Bone Defender. There's not a chance of killing him, though. If we crit this guy, it could work. Or we could just straight up miss. We only had a 10% chance to miss, by the way. And they're still attacking poor Terra. Eldritch Pull. Oh, okay. Well, Azok dodged that. Continue buffing the party. The lowest end of the damage. Terra might die. Alright, Terra's down
Perched
to
at the very
Death's
precipice
Door.
of oblivion.
We can at least destroy the Acolyte.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We will do an inspiring tune on her. Never mind. She will not accept the inspiring tune because she is afflicted. She said, no, do not touch me. In which case, we will just buff us. Buff us some more. Terra might die. Okay, she survived. She resisted it. She can finally heal everybody. So she is no longer at death's door. Her vision clears. Come on, Neil. Oh. Our damage ranges are not working out for us. No! Dang it! The Vestal got moved forward. Terra cannot heal in this spot. She is too close. Azok will try and reduce her stress. The only way to unafflict someone is to reduce their stress to 0. And she has returned to death's door, which inflicts stress. Zealous accusation.
Their formation is broken.
Oh, she can
Maintain
heal
the
in this spot.
offensive.
She can heal with the minor comfort. Okay. Alright, Trombone Heroes. Losing health. Throw a dagger at the Arbalist. A hefty crit. Excellent. Keep reducing stress. A quarrel. Once again, she is
As
down to
life
death's door.
ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
She will heal everybody
A
once again.
momentary abatement.
As long as you can stay out of death's door, you can survive. This is a very horrible battle for us.
Inspiration and improvement.
Alright, the Arbalist is down. The Zini's doing good work. Trombone Hero does not manage to break the Bone Defender. A
The
heal.
wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
An axe blade. Alright, Vizzini will end it. Oh man.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
That was rough on us, to be certain. But we must persevere, we must continue. We have found another Iron Maiden to check on. We no longer have the herbs that make it a guaranteed success, but we still could find something. Good. Oh no. Vizzini steps on the
Watch your
trap.
step.
Gains a bunch of stress and is once again at death's door. I think it would be wise to have her eat one food. Or excuse me, Terra stepped on the trap. I said the wrong name. This is going rough. Alright, there's a battle on that way to the empty room, as well as some treasure. Alright, this is our first fight against maggots and a spitter spider. If we can kill that spitter spider first, that would be nice, because that casts blight on people. Alright, it will die from bleed. That is good.
Be gone,
Alright, the
fiend.
maggots are down. And we will heal up. The spitter
death
dies. The
by
maggot gets to act. But we dodge. These maggots are very large. Alright, we'll reduce some stress. And a pick to the face to the maggots. We got another journal page from
These
Darius the
nightmarish creatures
Highwayman,
can be
2 of
felled.
6.
They can be beaten.
Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interests had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. All right. We found some books. Let's have Trombone Hero read the books. An old journal entry. Another one. A trampled journal, 3 of 4. Alright, this is completely unrelated to the Highwayman. Hewell, dear friend, exemplary warrior, a survivor of the King's wars, and many sorties in these halls, met an ignoble end. We were weary, Hewell and I, as we searched for sanctuary. Weariness, it appears, has a murderous streak. It blinded him to the mechanism that tripped the spikes which eviscerated him. I held him as his essence slipped away. Another giant fallen in our mad pursuit. I am alone now, weary but unbowed. I press on. Alright, we explore a room. We will continue back. Now, moving in a backwards fashion is not good for morale, so that increases people's stress. We all ate because we were hungry. No, don't do it! The mechanism was trapped, you fool! Neil's kleptomania got the better of him, and he tried to open a trapped... Actually, I don't remember what that was. Just a case, I guess. Alright. It's getting dark. There's enemies. But we're not surprised. Never mind, we are surprised. I was wrong. Oh no. A tempting goblet on the already damaged and stressed
A hand's
Vestal.
breadth from becoming unwound.
Things are going very poorly. She could die from a heart attack. Harvest. You can't cause skeletons to bleed. Oh no, don't kill her. Oh, she's okay. She's okay.
Death
Oh, a
waits
vicious crit!
for the slightest
This is
lapse
going
in
horribly. Don't
concentration.
kill her! Oh, she lived again! What are the chances?
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
She will heal everybody.
or
Oh, and she is
cowardice.
back from death's door. What a trooper. We have killed one enemy, but there are still 3 that remain. We'll do a rousing tune. The battle ballad. Everybody can fight harder. No, not her again. Oh, Terra. Oh, she's gonna have a heart
On the
attack.
brink.
She's gonna die.
In the abyss.
Oh, she died of a heart attack. Our first death. So if you get to 200 stress, your HP drops to 0, and if your HP is already 0, you die. That was horrible. I can only let you in if we return to town. Oh no! Neil!
And now, the
Trombone
true
Heroes
test.
at 0!
Hold fast, or expire.
We must retreat! We must abandon this quest! And Trombone Hero is paranoid.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
This quest did not work out. We must abandon it.
Where there is no peril in the task, there can be no glory in its accomplishment.
All that has happened, I'm sure you're all going to get negative quirks now, and everyone's stress is at 100. Of course, poor Terra is dead. The Jester is obsessed with killing. Vizzini does less damage with her ranged skills and has an extra to her healing skills, which she does not possess. And Trombone Hero is now an ascetic, which means he cannot be healed very easily by cultists. But his speed is increased if he is below 50%.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Clouds of mosquitoes and other less identifiable pests are descending upon the hamlet. Illness and irritation abound. Oh man, and reducing the stress only worked with 39, so Libra, your stress is still at 55. Trombone Hero will only pray. And I cannot even make praying a better experience, so we will just spend the vast amount of money. I'm not sure why it costs money to do this, if I'm being honest. To reduce your stress. Who has arrived on the stagecoach? We've got a man-at-arms, a 3rd crusader, and an occultist.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
And we will take that dodge stone off of your person.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Alright, so the guild is where you can train your units to use different abilities, so that's finally unlocked. Let's read about the Crusader when they are at the guild. Battle-hardened and stalwart, the Crusader has held the front line in 100 holy wars. He either attacks foes head-on with righteous fury, or embraces a melee support role by leveraging his powerful defensive buffs and off-heals. And then there is also the
The bellows
blacksmith.
blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Let's read about the Crusader's gear here. Wears a heavy plate mail and wields a longsword. While affording him excellent protection and damage, his armor restricts movement, and his sword cannot be swung effectively in the back ranks. Let's read about the Highwayman. The Highwayman's reinforced overcoat will dull a knife strike, but he relies more on evasion than damage mitigation. His flintlock and short sword afford him great versatility. He is never out of position or caught unawares. And your strategy? A rogue, a thug, and a thief. The Highwayman has honed his skills with dirk and flintlock to devastating effect. Whether at range or in a melee, he is equally effective at dispatching his foes. Be it a grape shot area of effect or single target bleed, the Highwayman's skills focus solely on dealing damage in a variety of ways. Now let us read about the Plague Doctor. A doctor, researcher, and alchemist who prefers to hang back, eating away at her foes with stacking damage over time abilities like toxic clouds and plague-filled grenades. She is equally effective in a support role, blinding and confusing foes while enhancing a party's survival with damage-increasing tonics and remedies for bleed and blight effects. In her equipment, the Plague Doctor wears only light cloth, intent on remaining as far from the melee combat as possible. From a distance, she lobs toxic sachets that can blind, disorient, and eat away at foes. And what about the Grave Robber? The Grave Robber is a versatile and nimble combatant, moving back and forth through the ranks with ease. She strikes without warning and retreats to the shadows, continuing her assault at range. If her throwing daggers and poison darts aren't getting the job done, she can return to the melee, buffed and slinging her pickaxe. And her equipment? A light coat is all the Grave Robber will wear. She favors mobility and dexterity over protection. Concealed within her garment are razor-sharp throwing daggers, and buckled to her back, a pickaxe. And the Jester. Clad only in mildewed cloth, the Jester makes a mockery of battle. Only a fool would underestimate the vicious, blood-letting power of his sharpened sickle, or the discordant throng of his lute. Combat is a power ballad, a slow build-up, and a grand finale. On offense, the Jester leaps to and fro in a bloody cacophony, positioning himself for a glorious end in the front ranks. Alternatively, he can hang back, delivering chilling melodies and unsettling riffs that terrorize his foes and give strength to his allies. Now, if I wanted to spend the money, I could make the Jester have the Finale ability, which does a bunch of damage, and you buff Finale by using your other abilities. Especially if you use Solo, which moves you forward, buffs Finale by 75% damage, 8% crit, and it gives you 20 dodge. It's an interesting character, the Jester. The Man-at-Arms is a seasoned veteran of combat, and has been rewarded for his toil with haunting guilt and stoic resilience in equal measure. Immovable, commanding, and focused, the Man-at-Arms breaks down enemy lines with his mace, buckler, and furious battle cries. So he's like a tank and like a commander. Clad in the heaviest plate, the Man-at-Arms is a mace-wielding wrecking ball, quick to react and adapt. He is most effective leading the charge, protecting his companions with his unbreakable shield. And lastly, we have our Occultist. A lifetime of scholarly inquest into ancient and forbidden lore has opened the Occultist's mind to the powers of the Void. Debilitating curses and maddeningly impossible support skills are his specialty. The Void, however, is an unpredictable power, and consequently, skills' effectiveness can vary dramatically, and usually comes at a cost of light or stress. So the Occultist can, he's all of his abilities are spells, I believe, except for Sacrificial Stab, which he just uses his dagger for. So he can deal damage to the back rank. He has the ability Weird Reconstruction, which heals 0 to 13 randomly, but it also has a chance of applying a bleed to the person that he's healing. He has Vulnerability Hex, which reduces the dodge of the target and marks the target. So there are other abilities people have that deal extra damage to marked targets. I know the Grave Robber and the Highwayman can both deal more damage to marked targets. And he also has Daemon's Pull, which will pull an enemy from the back to the front, which can be very useful. Okay. Lupi Libra, you actually have all of the abilities I want you to have. These are my favorite Highwayman abilities, so I'm not going to change what you'd have. Montana Dancer, however, instead of Disorienting Blast, I would prefer for you to have Battlefield Medicine, which can cure blight on both yourself and your target. I won't worry about the Grave Robber right now, because she's not coming to the next fight. The Man-at-Arms... I guess I'm okay with what he has now. Actually, I don't really want Bellow. I could give him Retribution. I don't really want Command because he doesn't have the guard ability yet. Alright, I'm going to give him... No, I'll leave him as he is. And I will leave the Occultist as he is. Okay. We will now embark... I don't really want to go through the courtyard because that place is super dangerous and these are all crappy adventurers. We could start exploring the Weald, which gives the Grave Robber extra damage to Blighted. We don't have a Hellion for that one. We could make the Crusader better at stunning. We're not taking these guys. Oh, right. Hang on, I want to reduce the stress of... Oh, this guy will only meditate, but he cannot. There's no room. Man-at-Arms without bolster. A bold move. I'm not too worried about how things are going to go in the first place. I don't want to spend my money on a guy who might wind up with 100 stress. This is only the third... mission of the entire game. Although you're probably right, since it is a one use per battle ability and it's just useful. I think you have swayed me. Sit home and rot. As a reward, you are now the Man-at-Arms. Sit home is now the Man-at-Arms. He's a risk taker. He's got less dodge. Okay, that's not great. And an Eldritch Slayer. We don't have the ability to guard anyone, so we're not going to use command. So there we go. What does Vizzini like? Gosh, she's kind of terrible. Having weak grip and scattering on a Grave Robber is not useful. I don't know if I want to spend the money on reducing her stress anyway. We'll just leave her be. And we'll go to the Weald. And how fast is he? I don't really want to... Okay, does this set his dodge? No, that literally does nothing. Because his dodge is reduced a lot. Don't need dodge when you're thick. Yeah, you're right. Lupi Libra is already pretty fast, so reducing speed by 1 and gaining 4 dodge is probably useful. That's what we'll do. Alright, into the Weald we go. Let's see here. We've got an anti-venom. I want a shovel. We will bring 8 food. It's a short mission. We'll bring 4 torches. Medicinal herbs and a skeleton key. That should be good enough.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Alright, immediately attacked by spiders. Well, noxious blast. A dodge. Excellent. Love it. Abyssal artillery. I'd really like to kill these before they get a chance to do anything. What's the chances? Alright, you can't... I'll at least kill the spitter so we don't get blighted.
Another one falls.
And if we bolster, we'll buff people's dodge. If we bellow, we debuff their dodge. Rampart will stun one. That could be good. Or we have a decent chance of just... Well, actually, his chance to hit is only 70. We'll bolster.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Wow, his dodge is 2, and he managed to do it. Web. Oh, good job, Libra. You resisted the stun. And you dodged the bite. We will vulnerability hex this one. You dodged the second bite. Well, in that case... I mean, Grape Shot Blast will reduce that one to the point where it dies. Or you could just kill this one. We'll do the Grape Shot Blast. And...
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
There's no need to weird reconstruction. We can battlefield medicine.
Slowly, gently.
A good first fight. We even got some sapphires. Heck yeah.
Taken. A handsome reward for a task well
Oh,
performed.
we walked into a trap. You are blighted. That's fine. I'm not going to use the anti-venom right now. Alright, we can blight these guys if it works. Or we could stun them. Let's do the stun. Nice. Yes, yes, you're blighted. I don't care. Abyssal artillery on those guys in the back should be effective. They are Eldritch, and that deals extra damage to Eldritch. This is sure to be a long fight, so we'll use Tracking Shot. And we will bolster. Didn't dodge that one. Oh, but you resisted it, so that's good. Groping Swipe. Alright, they are resistant to stun now. Let's see if we can plague them. Nope, they resisted. Too bad. Abyssal artillery. He bleeds. Sit home, you're bleeding. Alright, we can kill this one. Or they can dodge, even though your accuracy is 91. Love it. He is marked. Let's see. I wouldn't mind stunning this one if it can work. It did. Good. Ooh, a crit.
Grievous injury.
Ooh, that's a nasty blight.
Palpable fear.
Well, we can stun them once again, but we might just kill them with the artillery. Or I can cure the bleed and the blight. We'll do that. Let's hope the artillery kills the one. Nope, both of them lived. Unfortunate. We're not lucky. Do I want the 86% chance to kill that one, or the 80% chance to kill this one? A crit.
As the
Excellent.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And that's fine if they keep marking the guy who's supposed to be getting slapped. We can stun him again, or we can kill that one.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Rend the marked. 5 damage. Alright. No one is marked. We will bleed the fungal scratcher. Good, a miss. We will weird reconstruction this guy. Hope for a high roll. 5 is not a high roll, but he resisted the bleed. Alright. Who do I want to stun? Guess I want to stun this guy. Nice. And we can cure a bleed. He's only going to take one more, though. We will just... What's the chance at blight? A 100% blight chance. Which means there's a 40% chance on him or an 80 on him. Rend the marked. 7. Nasty. Good thing he's stunned. If I Noxious Blast him again, he will certainly die. So he's dead. I don't have to worry about him. Alright, a 7. That's average. And he resisted the bleed. That's good. We'll open another vein on the Scratcher. Now, if you can succeed at stunning him, or if you could deal 7. That's a high roll, but you have a 95% chance to hit. 4, 5, 6, 7. 25% chance of killing versus a 75% chance of stunning. We'll stun him. Perfect. Which gives us another chance at healing. Only 1! That's nasty. But he resisted the bleed, so that's good. We will cure him now. Don't have to worry about anything else. And Libra can... Let's see. I mean, you could kill both. That would be good for your... I just want to get the killing blow, if possible. Killing blow's most likely on this one. Nice.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
He looks like a Mad Max character.
All.
Yeah, I can see that. The headdress that he's wearing, you can see it's similar to just the general Darkest Dungeon symbol that you see in the center here. That's on purpose.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
They are Darkest Dungeon
These nightmarish
cultists.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, that wasn't too bad of a combat. We are injured, but we're not too stressed. A trampled journal 4 of 4. I am become vengeance. All cultists will feel my mace. Brigands fear my roar. I am outnumbered, 'tis true. I am starved and half mad. But as long as there is breath in my body, I will press on. I will wreak unbearable agony on those who would seek to despoil my great manse. And now they come. I douse my torch. I do not fear the darkness. This is my house, and woe to the uninvited. That sounds like something that our ancestor wrote. We continue. There's a body to look at. If you use medicinal herbs, I believe that's the correct one. No. Anti-venom? Crap. I could have sworn that's what you were supposed to use. I just wasted things. Oh, no. And he's become blighted. I thought the anti-venom negated that. Aha. But I know medicinal herbs are for the beast carcass. That helps you get a lot of extra food, which we will spend to heal up the blight. Use a torch. Use another torch. Ectoplasm! Oh dear, ectoplasm. Eldritch goop. Ooh, nice. A 9. And he resisted the bleed. Good job, Libra. You killed that one. Took 5 in return, though. Bolster. You hate the wield. I hate the ruins more because of the courtiers and the cultist conjurers. What are they called? The female conjurers, the ones that inflict a ton of stress. I hate those ones. Resisted the bleed. Do another heal. A crit for 8. And a resist on the bleed. Its speed is 0. So, what's your speed? 3? You should go next. So we will do a heal. Oh. I was wrong. I took 4 damage I did not need to take.
Begone, fiend.
Okay, not the end of the world.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Oh, I don't like these dogs, though. They all have 12. That's a lot. I can stun the back 2. Or, wait, hang on. I can Plague Grenade, or they dodge. Great. A singular strike. Well, I'm not going to Abyssal Artillery. Instead, I will just heal. For 4. And resist the bleed. I guess I just want to kill them. This is going to take longer than I was hoping, so tracking shot's probably worth it. And bolster. Perhaps we can dodge out of the way of these dang dogs. Nope. He's got rabies. Crit!
Quickly the tide turns.
Things aren't going according to plan. And now you've got rabies. Man, Sit Home and Montana Dancer are both rabid. I don't even have access to the place that heals people yet.
Killing blow.
Well, this is the worst. The RNG on this fight. Oh my goodness. What does rabies do again? More damage, less accuracy. That's right. Well, we will heal like that to get rid of the bleeds. And then just start bleeding again. Oy vey. Wield is brutal. I mean, it certainly is right now. Those dogs suck. I mean, their chance to dodge is so high. Alright, that one's dead. Never mind. It resisted the bleed. I mean, we've got to heal. 7. Resist. I've already bolstered too, and they're just beating me up. Alright, that would kill that one. I gotta kill one of them.
Annihilated.
Why is it when an enemy has 1 HP, I deal max damage? We finally dodge. Ooh, a massive heal. That's what I like to see. He's already got rabies, I don't care. Alright, we will get rid of the bleeds. Alright, don't resist. Alright, that one's dead. The 0 crit heal. It'll happen at some point. And then when they have full health, I deal minimum damage. Such a harsh video game. Well, you know, aside from 2 of our people contracting rabies, this actually isn't that bad.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Finally a dodge. We can heal 9, 3, 9. Alright, we'll do it on you. Alright, that battle was salvaged pretty okay.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick
that
of
treasure
the
chest sucked.
light?
I don't remember what the effigy does. Hey, sit home. Do you know what this effigy does? I think if I had holy water, I could do something with it. You think it's holy water? Well, I don't have holy water, so maybe I should just leave it alone. Alright, no enemies in here. Might be some in here. There's some dogs. They're surprised again, though, and there's only 3 of them. We might actually be able to kill them this time. If I mark one, that almost guarantees it'll die. Didn't work. It's got less accuracy now. Well... But if I hit it for 9, it'll die. Or it'll dodge. Ah! Now they've got rabies. 3 out of the 4 have rabies. One less, otherwise it'd be dead. Don't you get rabies. Alright. I can heal for 6, not bad. He is bleeding now, that's too bad. So in effect, I only healed for 3. Stunned. All 4 of you have rabies. All 4 of my adventurers have rabies because they entered the frickin' Weald. Ugh. This is the worst. This place sucks. I agree now, sit home. This place sucks. The dogs did it. The dogs did it to me. Die. Uh-oh, heal for 0. Or at least he resisted the bleed.
A powerful blow.
It resisted the blight? Ugh. Now he's bleeding a lot. I don't have any bandages. 4 battle-hardened adventurers or 1 furry boy?
The ground quakes.
The result may surprise you.
As
Well, we have
victories
enough
mount,
food.
so too will resistance.
Nothing in here. I swear, if this battle that you see right here is dogs again, I'm gonna scream. It's not. Okay. If anything, it's worse. I can pull this guy forward if I hit. Okay. Dodge, good. Bolster. Plague. Good. Excellent. 1, 2, 1, 2. Their dodge has been reduced. Oh, a crit. I hit this guy for 6, he'll die. Or I can just crit him.
Destroyed.
If I hit this guy for 7, he'll die. Alright, he's gonna die. Let's go ahead and cure our bleeds. Alright. Chance of killing this guy is not too high. But it worked! Yeah, Loopy Libra, you are on a roll. Big heal. 10. Pretty good. Bleed. Less good. Dodge. Excellent.
The slow death.
Alright, this fight's going well.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Bleed him. Another heal to be had for 10. Perfect. Resist. Let's stun this guy. Or not. Crit. Nasty. So doing that will heal him for 3. That's worth it. Wow, okay. This guy will... Never mind, he resisted. 4. Bleed, so only healed for 1. Well, he'll die. But if I get the killing blow, that's good for morale.
Ghoulish
Okay,
horrors.
not the best.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
We've got 1 or 2 more fights minimum. 1 more fight minimum, to be sure. That sack is empty. How's our food doing? Alright, that was our last torch.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, we've got enough food for everyone to eat if they get hungry. Alright, we do have to, in fact... Do I have a shovel? I do. Good. We will dig through
Nature
this thorny
herself.
thicket.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with
I know
misintent.
this tree can blight, but there's nothing in it. Okay. There should be a fight here. Spiders. Alright, 5 to 10 to kill that with a 60% chance to hit. 70% chance to hit these ones. Okay. Cool, cool. Web! He is stunned and marked. If I stun that one, there's only a 65% chance to hit. Or... Nope, you missed. Whatever. Vulnerability hacks would make them less likely to hit. But I could really go for some healing. Web! He's stunned. Spit! Oh, 11? That was so much! That was such a big hit! That's not good. That's not good at all. Why must you web everything I love? Right, that one's dead. Oh, man. Don't you do it. Oh, good dodge. That one will die. That one dodged. Can you heal yourself? 4? That's not enough. Get him.
Back to the pit.
Libra, you're a killing machine. Well, we got some holy water.
This expedition at least promises
All right.
success.
We can use the rest of our food. I can use the holy water. Whatever. Alright, it's just ectoplasm. And they're surprised. That's fine. Abyssal artillery can do good damage. Open a vein. If they bleed... Nope. Okay. Plague grenade. We'll Noxious Blast just to kill that one. Rampart. Alright, he can hit the one at the back. Alright, cool. Alright, we killed 2 before they could do anything.
Executed with impunity.
Okay. We completed the quest. We are going to
but a victory nonetheless.
consecrate the fountain to reduce the stress of Lupi Libra so we can use him in the next one. Not too bad stress-wise, but everyone contracted
Driving out
rabies.
corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
All 4 of them contracted rabies, which in the real world would be a death sentence, but in this game, it's actually somewhat beneficial. Montana Dancer has gained quick reflexes. That's good.
She has paid dearly for her freedom, and deserves better than this place.
Alright, we've got our Shield Maiden.
Shifting, swaying, she mesmerizes her prey
Shield
before
breaker.
the final strike.
She has 1 hand, and she like moves back and forth. She can inflict blight. Ooh, extra crit with melee skills. That's pretty good. Alright, Trombone Hero has fixed his stress. I'm curious how good these other Crusaders are. That one's not good. Torn Rotator, they're both horrible. Well, I'm definitely getting rid of the Torn Rotator guy.
Suffer not the lame horse, nor the broken man.
Alright, we can fix people's rabies if we want to. I'm not going to. It decreases their accuracy. It does give them more damage. But more importantly, it costs me money to treat. I would rather get rid of Trombone Hero's Kleptomania.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented
Just put some
soul.
leeches on me, call it a day. Alright, we're gonna cure Trombone Hero's Kleptomania. We've got a Bounty Hunter, another Vestal to replace the one that died. Extra damage if you have full health. More stress if the torch is low. This is not a bad Vestal at all. I think I will just get rid of this Grave Robber. She's not very good.
Those without the stomach for this place
This
must move
Bounty
on.
Hunter. Yeah, need the Antiquarian to get that bread. I agree. We'll definitely get him. Slower on the first round. That's not too bad. Plutomania. That's probably fine. And extra damage. Yeah, this is a good Bounty Hunter. What's his abilities? He's got Collect Bounty. Okay. Uppercut. I always like that one. Flashbang. I don't like that one as much. And Finish Him. These are okay. I'd like either Mark for Death or Come Hither, but...
The thrill of the hunt.
Alright.
The promise
We
of
are
payment.
full. To be honest, I don't care about this Crusader. I'm gonna get rid of him as well. And we will get the
Another
Antiquarian.
soul battered and broken, cast
Ooh.
aside like a spent torch.
An Ashen Antiquarian is not very good. Move Resist, Cove Scrounger. I mean, that's kind of crappy Antiquarian. She does already have the abilities I like the most. Actually, I like Festering Vapors a tad. But she has Fortifying Vapors and Protect Me, which I do like. Well, I'll take her because I have the slot, but...
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
No dodge skill either. I know. No, in the Invigorating Vapors to buff someone's dodge. You just spam Invigorating Vapors? Really? I tend to... Well, I guess you can use Protect Me and then spam Invigorating Vapors on the person that is protecting you. I'm going to go ahead and read the description for the Bounty Hunter and the Antiquarian, for posterity's sake. The Bounty Hunter, a brutally efficient single-target executioner and crowd control specialist. For the Bounty Hunter, planning is key. Mark targets for bonus damage, or look for opportunities to capitalize on a stunned foe. He can also wreak havoc on an enemy party's order using his grappling hook, flashbangs, and powerful uppercut. And the Cavalier. Wait, what the... What? Excuse you? That's... I don't have any mods installed. Or at least I don't have them active. Oh, that's her name? Her name is Cavalier? The Antiquarian? I don't like that. This Antiquarian is going to be the new Vizzini. There we go. A scholar, researcher, and keen archaeologist, the Antiquarian is not well suited for combat. She is, however, an expert in self-preservation. By making herself scarce in a fight or demanding an ally protect her, she ensures her survival. If direct combat is unavoidable, the Antiquarian can use her fulminating sensor to heal and invigorate allies and to toxify attackers. And then as for their equipment, the Bounty Hunter favors a hand axe and grappling hook, a pairing that allows him to ensnare and execute his quarry with professional efficiency. His tough leather and scale armor grants decent protection without sacrificing mobility. The Antiquarian wears no armor to speak of, instead relying on the power of the innumerable ancient charms and relics she has collected in her travels. Her eye for rarities is enhanced by the unsettling properties of her sensor's vapors, which can offer some utility to the party in problematic encounters. Okay. Do I want to... Oh, he still can't. Alright. Now we can also go to the Warrens or the Cove. I'm not going to the farmstead yet. I don't have a Houndmaster yet. I already have a Sickening Satchel. I don't have an Arbalist. I mean, going to the courtyard for the first mission is just suicide right now, right? Because you have to fight the Croc. I would just die. I don't want to go to any of these places. I don't have a Hellion either. I guess we can just go to the Cove, because I haven't been there yet. Bring a Blighter. I mean, yeah. I'd like to bring our Shield Breaker. What are her abilities that we have? Back one, forward one. Okay, so she can go back and forth. You just throw the worst of your crew together and hope for the best. I mean, going into the Crimson Court, or what exactly are we talking about? Low light food and prey. The thing is, though, like, if things go really poorly, I'm wasting my time because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so if I don't do things well enough and quickly enough, I just lose. Puncture bypasses guard. pierce is armor piercing. Expose. Yeah. The time limit is 100 missions. Well, I guess we'll just go to the cove with these guys. I mean, Libra's doing fine, but yeah, I just need materials. Let's see, in the cove. Bring those. Thralls will explode if left for too long. You're correct, game. You are correct.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Pelagic nightmares. No. 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 I'm not doing that right now. Not with a group of level 1s and level 0. Trap.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
That item there, with the red orb and the spike, that's an optional boss battle. No, I'm not putting a torch in there. I'm not doing it. Fish. What's the worst that can happen? Everyone will die.
Gold, trinkets and baubles.
Everyone will die and I'll have to abandon the
blood.
mission. That's what the worst that can happen. Wow, they're surprised. All right. We'll go with a good old plague grenade to start with. Let's see here. Do I want to pierce him? That could be okay. Puncture can pull someone forward? Oh. Nice. Bolster. Abyssal artillery should be fine. Harmless poke in order to move forward. Nice dodge. Alright, he'll die without me doing anything. Nice dodge. You haven't messed with the Shield Breaker or the Grave Robber? Those are two of my favorites. Have you beaten the game, Sit Home? I can kill this one. Nice.
A death by inches.
I don't need to do a heal just yet. I don't need to lower his health or mark him, to be honest. Let's just get the kill.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We can stun. Perhaps, possibly. Nope. You started your first playthrough like last week. Oh, okay. I have beaten this game before, not on the hardest difficulty, and certainly not while trying to talk to people. Just keep blighting him. He doesn't have any armor, does he? Well, Puncture's still good. You're on week 78. What difficulty?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Journal page. The blackest of fates. Our purpose was to desecrate their animalistic shrines and thus disperse the swine folk. But soon we came across an artifact. This was far beyond the crude fetishes crafted by the pigmen. It looked as if obsidian had been grown and twisted into a dark symbol of worship. It cradled a pulsing red orb, glowing with malevolent light. Cuthbert, Bolain and I hesitated, but thrice-damned Mizier, driven by crazed impulse, thrust his torch in a hidden receptacle and sealed our fate. Yeah. So that's talking about the thing a couple rooms back that I could have put a torch into and fought the optional boss. Radiant, and you almost screwed everything up. Well, the thing about Radiant, though, is if you screw everything up, you can, you know, come back from that. Do you have the Crimson Court DLC? Well, there was no room battle here. That's kind of annoying. I didn't even have to come this way. Yeah, all the DLCs. I don't have the Butcher's Circus DLC installed. Mostly because... Wait, why was it only 3 food? Is someone... Oh, stress faster. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, wiped the first time in the courtyard on the croc. Lost your legendary set. Oh, dang, dude. Houndmaster is my favorite class.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Hellion,
Now it must be carried
and
home.
Abomination. Those are my 3 favorites. And then a 4th would be the Flagellant. I also love him.
A decisive
nice crit.
pummeling.
No, that won't do enough. We'll do it to this guy. Never mind, he dodged. Bolster!
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I do like the Jester, but I never seem to...
Continue the onslaught.
Like, I will always try and get his
Destroy them
finale
all.
solo stuff to work, and it doesn't do as much as I need it to for it to be worth it to maneuver that way. That bleed's not that harsh. We don't need to cure
A
it.
singular strike.
Alright, we got Adder's Kiss. He's blighted for 8. Well, he will die then. Ooh. You never use Finale. Solely Battle Ballad and then Bleed and Stress Heal. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna use the bandage there. Another dodge, great.
Confidence
There we go.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
So far, we haven't fought any cove monsters. We've only fought, like, brigands. Crate. Stashed heirlooms. We've certainly got enough food to use a bit. Here's some cove monsters. Some pelagic grouper and a pelagic shaman. Abyssal artillery could be good. But I could also pull the acolyte forward. And plague grenade those two. Excellent. And we could pull the shaman forward as well.
The ground quakes.
We could bolster immediately, or I could just kill the shaman. I don't even have to do that much damage to him. Nice crit.
Obliterated.
Stressful incantation. Oh, nice dodge. Nice resist. Spear fishing. Nice dodge. I haven't even bolstered and they're dodging. Do I want to stun him so he just keeps getting blighted? That would be pretty good. I don't have to worry about him for now. Another stressful incantation. Wow. This fight's going really well. If I hit him for 4, I can literally not worry about him. Or I can ensure that we hit this one. Oh, we're bleeding. Adder's Kiss. How much blight is that? Get rid of her. Wow, that didn't... Get rid of her, please.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
There we go. Okay, let's do a nice heal. Ooh, 15. That's a big heal. Alright. As long as this blights, that should kill him. Good. And... 9 to him.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Excellent fight. Nice and easy.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Now, I can use a shovel to crack open this giant oyster. Which got me an agility whistle for my eventual Houndmaster. I will discard that journal page and move forward. Alright, enemies. No one is surprised. Plague Grenade. Applying Blight to 2 enemies. Oh, only 1 enemy. Bolster! Ha! Nice. Less nice. I bleed. Oh, he didn't move. Ooh, that crit.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
I bleed. We will do another Plague Grenade. That should kill these 2. Nope, that one resisted once again. That is unlucky. Why do you get to go so soon? Another bleed. Oh dear. You only have 2 left. I'd really rather you not go to death's door from
Their
the bleed.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Kill him. Alright, I can have you move back. Alright, I can cure that bleed. And we can heal. 14, nice. I wouldn't mind just stunning one, or he can dodge. Nice dodge.
A
Nice crit.
devastating blow.
Adder's Kiss. Oh, another crit. Well, he's dead.
Be
Can't
wary.
take the bandages. I'm not
Triumphant
going to
pride
drop anything to
precipitates
try and
a
get them.
dizzying fall.
Ooh, another journal page. The blackest of fates. The assault was overwhelming. With Cuthbert slain, and as Bolane fell, I was driven by rage. I leapt and drove my axe into the creature's many eyes. Purple ichor splashed my face, and my very soul shook as it bellowed. The only thing I can recall after was falling swiftly into blackness. Yeah, the plus crit did definitely pay off on the shield breaker. I will get rid of the anti-venom. The shield breaker's just really good. Yes, the extra 5% crit chance is obviously dope. Alright, we gotta kill that thrall. But I wouldn't mind just immediately stunning the back row for now. That crit! That crit chance, though. So good. We will bolster. This will be a long fight.
Inspiration and improvement.
Nice miss. Plague grenade. And he gets to go. Stress wave. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, 96. He's so close. Oh, they dodged. Spearfishing. 5. I've got, like, PTSD from the spearfishing guy. I just feel like it crits so often in my memory of playing this game. Alright, we gotta get rid of the thrall. So down he goes. Which allows me to Adder's Kiss this one, put some blight on him. Ooh, barnacle barrier, you say? Well, that's moderately annoying. I'd like that. Oh, he dodged. Let's get some healing going. He dies next turn no matter what. Nasty stress wave. I will pierce this one, get rid of him. We will see if I can stun this one. Nice. Let's go for another Noxious Blast. He's got 8 blight on him. We will pierce him, armor piercing. We will get a heal for 6. No bleed. Alright, he'll die. Excellent.
These nightmarish
And
creatures
I even have a
can be
key
felled.
to unlock
They
this
can
chest.
be beaten.
And we will drop the torches.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And there is one treasure here. Do I dare fight one more fight? We have plenty. I think I do. We fight one more fight. There's plenty of light. We're not too stressed. You gotta take the opportunity when you can. That would have killed that one if it landed. Can we get the abyssal artillery, please? Better dodge. Ugh.
And now, the
Well,
true
so
test.
far,
Hold fast.
not entirely worth it.
or expire.
But those two have died. Stun. Make sure that she does not die.
Death is patient. It will wait.
Nice dodge. Stunned. Nice. Yeah.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Alright, he'll die to Blight if we don't get to go, but we do. Let's get the kill. Never mind. Now he's dead. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a health stone.
As victories mount,
That is easily worth
so
it.
too will resistance.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there's even a treasure right here.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
It
or
didn't have
cowardice.
anything. Alright.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
That was a very successful mission. Sit home, let's see how you're doing. You got Luminous! That's incredible! +2 speed, +5 dodge! You're shaping up to be an extremely good man-at-arms. But Bricks is light sensitive. That's less good.
Awash in blood and delusion, he bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
Alright, we have gotten our first flagellant. Let's upgrade the barracks so that we can have more people. And
In time,
there's that
you will
at-
know the tragic extent of my failings.
How do I... No, how do I do that? No. Here it is.
There is power in the blood, for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
Well, unfortunately he's a germaphobe and a Warren scrounger, so he's not terribly good. He does have Redeem, Endure, Reign of Sorrows, and Punish. So the way the flagellant works, if he gains 100 stress, he always gets the same affliction, which is a useful one. He cannot be virtuous. He will always get afflicted. He does crazy good bleeds. He can take the stress off of someone else, give it to himself, and that also gives him extra speed to go first next turn. Yeah, you're still alive, Loopy Libra. I did not take you on that mission. It was a very good mission. We've got our Grave Robber. Flawed release, misses the spot. You're horrible! What a horrible Grave Robber. I'm not taking you. A clumsy Man-at-Arms. Well, is it? Yeah, you're a risk taker, so at least you have higher damage. Clumsy's just bad. A Night Owl. It's not very good. You do come with bolster, though. I'll take you.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of
Clumsy,
100
compulsive.
campaigns.
No, I don't want that guy. Okay. Do I care about this guy? I don't want to spend money healing the stress on a guy that I don't care about. Alright. We've got the 5% protection but less crit item. That one's horrible. Bloodied Fetish, no. The Book of Rage. That one's not bad. Get that money and toss them. I think... Well... I shouldn't go to the courtyard yet. I don't even... Like, I haven't even upgraded people's weapons or abilities yet. I want at least a team of full level 1 that have upgraded gear before I go do the courtyard. And upgraded abilities. But I don't have enough crests to unlock that yet. I have enough crests to unlock the better weapons. Let's do that.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
Alright, everyone has a bit of better weapons. Oh, I need to read about the Flagellant. New character to read about. The Flagellant belongs to an extremist faction within the church and is generally regarded with a toxic mixture of fear, awe, and disgust. The power he draws from martyrdom is as effective as it is unsettling. In one moment he is a fountain of healing renewal, and the next a conduit of terrible wrath. His full potential is realized only the brink of madness or death. Early courtyard is what screwed you. So many people died from wasting. Yeah. We should invite the Flagellant to the nice church. You're right, Libra. We should invite the Flagellant to the church in Graveyard Keeper. Exsanguinate. I want him to know that, so we're going to learn that. Let's name this guy... We'll name him Keeper. After the Graveyard Keeper. Instead of Endure, we'll give him that. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Not the courtyard, not the farmstead. We could actually finish one in the Warrens. We didn't even start one there. I don't want to... Well, the Book of Rage is actually useful, though. Bloodied Fetish isn't too useful. I don't want to go to the Weald. I just don't want to do it. We'll do the long mission in the ruins. So we'll bring our Crusader. He's good in the ruins. We'll bring the Shield Breaker. We have to bring a healer of some sort, and this Vestal is a good healer. I'll probably get rid of Mace Bash in favor of Divine Comfort. And we should bring Loopy Libra. Does that work for us? I don't want to bring an Antiquarian to a medium level, especially a level 0 Antiquarian. Oh, I should just name him Nice? You're right. Let's just name him Nice. That's better. What was I gonna do? Right, I was gonna teach this person Divine Comfort instead. There we go. How do I unequip all trinkets? Isn't there a... Yeah, here we go. More dodge. More HP. I don't care if you're slow. They should work well. Riposte would help big time on Loopy. You think so? I'm not expecting Loopy to be targeted very often. And that's from Duelist's Advance. I mean, you're right. I never use Grape Shot. And I plan on trying to keep Loopy around. You have very good ideas, Sit Home. I tend not to think things through as much as you seem to be. This game makes you overthink. I mean, if you don't, you die.
Lineage once familiar. Now,
I just have to explore. That's 5. I don't want to backtrack through 5. That's only backtracking through 4. That's backtracking through 5. No matter what, I'm going down this way. Yeah, we'll ignore that top room. A fight! Do I want to Duelist Advance immediately? I don't think so. This fight won't last very long.
Confidence
and this fight's not
surges as
lasting
the
long.
enemy crumbles. Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Executed with impunity.
Got another journal page.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright. Ooh, I love getting scouting information. Alright, I was right not to go up there. Don't need to go there. Let's read this journal page. The Blackest of Fates 5 of 5. So this is the adventuring party that we're fighting the optional boss. I don't remember what it's called, to be honest, but it's something. I will return with Cuthbert's banner and Boleyn's crossbow so as to honor them with a proper burial. I will leave what is left of thrice-damned Mizir and his trinkets to the swine folk. Perhaps they will build him the memorial he rightly deserves. Alright, this has treasure in it, which also means there's a fight. Uh-oh, there's a madman. There's a madman and a bone courtier. I do not like those. If I can stun the madman, that would be dope. Good. I don't need to riposte yet. I will tracking shot. Get that buff. Yeah, that would work. Might try that out, yeah. If I just pierce, I could just kill him. I didn't, but I could have. And we will smite that guy. Almost killed him. Tempting Goblet. Oh no, stress! Please, no. Oh, stress. Oh, and a crit!
To a killing
Unlucky.
blow.
All of my luck went to the enemy team. And another tempting goblet. Sheesh! I mean, I need to kill that guy. But I also need to kill this guy.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Doomsay! He applies stress to everybody. That's why I hate that guy. And, the courtier dodged. That's no good. We'll try and stun him. Good. Oh, good. We can go first.
Their
Good. All right,
formation
Courtier's
is
dead.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
Accusation. So much stress. Our shield breaker is likely going to have a mental break. Definitely gonna have a mental break. Please, no. Have mercy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Press this advantage.
Am I winning?
Give them no quarter.
Winning's a relative term in this game. Gary, do you want to be Healy Lady or Shield Breaker Lady? Shield Breaker Snake Lady. Healer. Alright, Gary's the healer. Okay, well, we have a key, so we use the key. Get some extra loot. I mean, I can't rest yet. We're just gonna have to deal with an affliction on the shield breaker. Here she goes. She's masochistic.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
I believe that means she will often mark herself to be slapped.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Shiny hunting in Pokemon Go. Does medicinal herbs do the thing on the alchemy table? It does.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Here we go. Okay, let's Duelists advance this time because that guy will constantly hit the whole party, so that's good. Okay, here we go. Automatic riposte. Slash! Silk is worn best soaked in blood. So, one of the horrible things that happens with afflicted characters is they will stress out the rest of the party just by shouting crazy stuff. It's horrible. Point blank shot. They will also stab the party with the right affliction. That is true. Alright, time for Trombone Heroes Resolve. Oh, Neil, you're courageous! Your resolve was tested.
A moment of valor shines brightest against
You are
the
virtuous,
backdrop
Neil.
of despair.
Courage! Alright, what does Courageous do? Plus 20 accuracy? Oh no, it's technically the first round. Where's the... What's Courageous do? Alright, Courageous increases your stun resistance, your blight resistance, it just increases all of your resistances, apparently. Well, that's awesome, because this is the start of the adventure, so it would have been really rough having 2 afflicted people instead of at least one better one. You have riposte up. It's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Let's just open the vein. Slash! What's the stun chance? It also increases torch. I think it's better if we just heal everybody.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Ooh. Trombone Hero is wrecking shop.
Be wary.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We have a lot of food. Okay. Oh, Loopy Libra with the massive crit. Alright, she marked herself. I don't really care about that. Well, the shield breaker is at least doing work too. And Loopy Libra again with the kill. Let's... Bam!
Obliterated.
Wham! Bam! Thank you, ma'am. This is a really good fight. We're doing excellent. No sense in trying to make him bleed. Oh, you can't tracking shot that. Well, duelist advance. Pierce. Do a big old group heal. Neil says you will survive, reducing everyone's stress and getting the kill. Guys, what a badass,
Foolish
right?
horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Let's go one more room and then we will make camp. It's getting dark. Oh, baby. With
Terrors
dark.
may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Alright, no fight. Perfect. Rest.
A spark without kindling.
Alright,
It's
we
a
have
goal
so much
without
food,
hope.
we can easily do a feast, which will reduce everyone's stress by 10. Except for the masochist, who instead decided not to eat because she's a masochist. Alright, so, in this game, when you make camp, everyone has some camp abilities they can use. So, Loopy Libra, you can clean your guns to make your ranged skills do more damage and crit more often. The Shield Breaker can increase their Blight skill, give themselves extra protection in the next 4 encounters, or heal people. Neil here can give everyone a zealous speech to reduce stress. Definitely do that. Forget not that our errand is holy and just. Light will prevail. And we only have a certain amount of time to do all these things. I'd like to try and reduce the stress of her if she'll allow it. Your strength honors the light. Stand tall. Remain vigilant, my friend. Nope, she's like, screw off. And please let me heal you. Alright. Oh no! They're upon us in the middle of the night! Unlucky. Ambush. I hack, I gouge, I... something. We can puncture, or we can just hope that we crit. Nope. Uh-oh. This is not gonna be good. Ugh.
Grievous injury,
No!
palpable fear.
This is horrible. Crit! No. Oh, Lord. This is really bad. She's just gonna die.
Such
You deserve
a
it.
terrible assault
You deserve it,
cannot
you
be
stupid
left
shield breaker.
unanswered.
Gary, no! Your resolve! You are selfish, Gary!
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
How are you still alive?
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
Things were going so well. There she goes.
This
She
is no
died.
place for the weak or the foolhardy.
And now Gary's at death's door. And you can't retreat from combat that is an ambush. Gary just got an identity. Don't let him die. I have no control over this. Goodbye, Gary. Ugh. Neil!
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Neil! This is horrible!
Survival
Goodbye,
is a
Gary.
tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb.
Libra, you're selfish. Goodbye, Libra. This is like the worst that I've ever done.
A death by inches.
Blood Moon does not fuck around. Libra, somehow all the dice rolls are keeping you alive. Yep.
More blood soaks the soil, feeding the evil therein.
Oh,
Failure
man.
tests the metal of heart, brain, and body. A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
I might just have to, like, start again. That was so brutal. We already have 5 out of the 16 allowed deaths, and I don't even have anyone above level 1. I think I have to restart. Well, I'm gonna keep streaming, but give me a moment. Good thing you got more bodies. I mean, sit home. You're saying you think I should continue? You should. Yeah, there's a death cap on Blood Moon. You can only lose 16 people. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep streaming, but this video that's being uploaded to YouTube, that's the end of this video. I just got my socks rocked. See you next time, YouTube.